Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to our wonderful lecture, Expanding Tactics for Listening. And I hope you're ready for a brand new unit today. Now, we're going to be talking about cities in Unit 11. 자, 이번 유닛에서는 도시들에 대해서 한번 이야기를 해보겠습니다. Now, so many of us live in cities, right? Many people used to live in the countryside many years ago, but now many people are moving to cities to live there, right? And when it comes to cities, I'm sure a lot of things come to your mind. 자, 도시하면 또 여러 가지가 생각이 나겠죠. Now, the first thing that probably comes to your mind is traffic, right? The bigger a city is, the more likely it is for the traffic to be heavy, right? Especially during rush hours. 자, 교통 같은 것이 이제 도시 얘기하면 가장 또 생각이 나는 것 중에 하나가 될 것 같아요. There's a lot of ways to move around, of course, public transportation, such as subways, taxis, or even buses, right? But many people also drive. So the traffic situation is never good in big cities, especially in metropolises, such as Seoul, for instance, right? So traffic is one thing that you may think of when it comes to cities. What else? Of course, you can think of shopping. Now, shopping is a big feature of big cities, right? So if you go to a city where there's a lot of department stores and malls, you're likely to get what you want. Cities are also good for shopping, right? Nightlife. You ever heard of that word? Nightlife 한 단어입니다. 쉽게 얘기하면 우리나라 말로 그냥 밤 문화라고 해도 될 것 같아요. Nightlife. When we say nightlife, what are we talking about? Nightlife has a lot to do with drinking and dancing, per se, right? Drinking at bars, drinking at pubs, drinking at sojubangs, wherever you want to go, right? Now, those type of things are nightlife. You also go to nightclubs, clubs, and many other places to enjoy yourself, right? You also go to karaoke bars, 노래방 같은 데도 가죠. You also go to karaoke's, 가라오케 같은 그런 또 유흥주점도 있을 수 있고요. So, these are all things that people engage in terms of nightlife, right? Nightlife. That's what we're talking about when we say nightlife, right? Now, there are other types of things too. Culture. What kind of a culture, what kind of characteristics does a city have? Now, when you think of European cities such as Paris or Praha, we're thinking of some beautiful architecture or things that are very unique in terms of how the city is overall structured and organized, right? And even Rome, 로마도 그렇죠. So many European cities have a very rich culture in them, and so do many other cities in our country too, right? So the culture is also something that you think of. What about safety? Safety, 안전한지 안 한지도 도시에 따라 좀 약간씩 다르겠죠. Now, as you all know, in America, people can have guns legally. 자, 총기를 법적으로 소유할 수가 있죠. Not many countries have that, right? But in America, since guns can be freely possessed by people as long as you have a license, it's sometimes not safe because there's a lot of gun accidents, right? And there's a lot of arguments to, many people say that they should ban guns, but that's not happening in the States. Now, many other countries don't have guns on the streets, but still there are cities that are more, I guess, dangerous or less safe than other places. So safety is one thing that you might also think about when it comes to cities. Now, what about beaches, mountains, and tourist attractions, right? Now, some cities are places where many tourists come to enjoy their vacations. So in those cases, you'll probably see a lot of things that help people enjoy themselves. You'll see hotels, restaurants, and also maybe some natural scenery like beaches and mountains, as I've just said. So these things are all kinds of features about cities, as I've just went over with you right now. Now, in getting ready, you probably did a warming up practice or brainstorming practice where you had to select a city that comes to your mind when it comes to a certain feature of that city. I'm sure that helped you understand what we're going to be talking about or what we're going to be listening about throughout this lecture. 자, 도시들에 관련된 다양한 여러 도시들 이야기를 들어볼 겁니다. 뭐 동서양을 다 막론하고 여러 가지 도시들 이야기를 하나씩 들어보면서 자세히 어떤 내용인지들 다시 한번 살펴봤으면 좋겠네요. Okay, let's take you to our first section for Let's Listen. 자, 첫 번째 section에서 Now here you were supposed to listen to people talking about various different cities. And What do they like about each city? You were supposed to figure out what these people like about that city, right? And there were 6 cities, Rio de Janeiro and Sydney, Montreal, Hong Kong, Honolulu, and Los Angeles. These are the 6 cities that you just listened to in Let's Listen Part 1. Okay, among those 6 cities, let's pick 2 of them and listen to them more carefully and see what the people are saying. Number 4 and number 6, which is Hong Kong and Los Angeles. 자, 네 번째, 홍콩에 관련된 이야기 한번 들어보시기 바랍니다.
4.
One of my favorite cities in Asia is Hong Kong. It used to be a British colony, so it has a fascinating mixture of Chinese and Western culture. On the downside, the pollution has gotten pretty bad. Sometimes the air is really dirty.
Okay, now this person is talking about where? Hong Kong. He says, one of my favorite cities in Asia is Hong Kong. 자, cities가 나와서 or가 나올 것 같은데 아니죠? one이 주어기 때문에 one of my favorite cities in Asia is Hong Kong이라고 하는 게 정확히 맞겠죠. 자, 아시아에서 이제 가장 좋아하는 도시 중에 하나가 홍콩이다. Now, you all know that Hong Kong used to be a British colony. The UK or Britain, 영국이 used to rule Hong Kong for close to 100 years, and close to 10 years ago, it was returned. It was returned to China, as you probably know. Not less than 10 years ago, I think, right? It was returned to China, and now China rules Hong Kong, as you probably know. So, it used to be a British colony. 자, 영국의 식민지였었다. 영국의 어떤 영토였었네. Now it's not, right? So, it has a fascinating mixture of Chinese and Western culture. Now, this is the best part of Hong Kong. Now, it has a fascinating mixture of Chinese and Western culture. 자, 중국과 서양 문화의 절묘한 어떤 조화를 이루고 있는 그런 도시다. What a great way to explain Hong Kong. Now, I've lived in Hong Kong for about a few years when I was very young. And back then, I remember that there were many things that were Chinese, I mean Asian, and many things that were also British, because I went to a British school, but most of the things I encountered outside the school were Chinese things, right? So it's a fascinating mixture of Chinese and Western culture. That's how this person described Hong Kong, okay? Now, there is one thing that this person mentions about Hong Kong that is not good, that is bad. Huh? On the other side, on the downside, he says, the pollution has gotten pretty bad. Sometimes the air gets really dirty. Okay, on the downside 하면 내려가는 쪽을 얘기하기 때문에 내리막길 쪽, in other words, the negative side, the bad side about something, right? 반대로 on the upside 하면 좋은 측면이 되겠죠. 자, 나쁜 이야기를 하나 해보자면, he says, the pollution. What's pollution? It means it's how dirty the air, the water, and the ground, or the dirt or earth is in a certain area, right? 자, the pollution has gotten pretty bad. 자, 공해 상태가, 오염 상태가 상당히 안 좋아졌고, air pollution, 특히 대기가 대기가 상당히 더러워질 수 있다. 대기 상태가 상당히 안 좋다라는 이야기를 또 가끔 얘기를 하고 있는 겁니다. So sometimes the air gets really bad. This is a specific feature of the pollution in Hong Kong, right? Now, Hong Kong gets many tourists. Many people come to Hong Kong to shop, to do some sightseeing, and also enjoy the mixture of culture like this. But I guess pollution is one thing that they will not like when they come to Hong Kong. Now, even China had some problems with pollution during the Beijing Olympics, right? So pollution is always an issue in many countries, but more in cities like Hong Kong and some cities in China, I guess, because they have a lot of manufacturing industries, right? Okay, 자, 홍콩에 관련된 얘기 그 정도면 잘 이해가 되셨을 것 같고요. 자, 어떤 이야기를 주로 얘기를 하고 있나요? 이런 문제에선 culture. This person is emphasizing the fact that it's a mixture of great cultures, right? 자, 한번 다시 들어보시면서 완벽하게 이해해 보시기 바랍니다.
4.
One of my favorite cities in Asia is Hong Kong. It used to be a British colony, so it has a fascinating mixture of Chinese and Western culture. On the downside, the pollution has gotten pretty bad. Sometimes the air is really dirty.
Okay, that was Hong Kong. Now this time let's go on to number 6, which is a description of Los Angeles, a city in California. 자, 들어보시기 바랍니다.
6.
In Los Angeles, you have to drive everywhere, and sometimes the traffic is terrible. But that's the only bad part. There are a lot of fun things to see. like Hollywood, Disneyland, and the movie studios.
Okay. 자, you all know where LA is. 자, 캘리포니아 주가 이렇게 고구마처럼 쭉 이렇게 되어 있죠. 자, 그러면 LA is down south. 자, right above San Diego and like 5 hours drive down from San Francisco. San Francisco is up north in California, right under Sacramento, and LA, Los Angeles is down south. 주로 남쪽, 캘리포니아 주로 남쪽 해안가에 있는 도시죠. So you all know where LA is. It's one of the most famous cities, and most of the Korean Americans live here. Many of the Korean Americans live in Los Angeles or near Los Angeles, LA, right? There's even a huge Koreatown. It's the biggest Koreatown in the world, as you probably know. 자, LA에 가보신 분들 당연히 있으실 겁니다. So what does this person say about Los Angeles? He says, in Los Angeles, you have to drive everywhere and sometimes the traffic is terrible. 자, LA에서는 주로 어디 가고 싶으면 무조건 운전을 해야 되는 경우가 있기 때문에 the traffic is terrible. 자, 교통 상황이 아주 최악입니다. 라는 얘기를 하고 있습니다. Well, this is very true, especially not just in rush hours, but in many areas in Los Angeles, you will encounter heavy traffic and it's hard to get around, right? So the traffic is one thing that this person says is not good at all about Los Angeles, right? But that's the only bad part. 자, 그러나 그것 외에는 다 좋다. 이런 얘기를 하고 있죠. Why? It's a beautiful city and there are many things to watch or many things to see. There are a lot of fun things to see like Hollywood, Disneyland, and the movie studios. 라고 얘기했죠. Now you all know there's Hollywood in right close to Los Angeles, and right underneath Hollywood there's a district called Beverly Hills. I'm sure you know where that is. Famous stars, actors and actresses, singers live in Beverly Hills, right? It's a beautiful neighborhood with many expensive mansions and houses. Now, Disneyland, there's one in LA. Disney World is in fact in Florida, right? But Disneyland is in LA. And the movie studios, 여러분 영화사라고 생각하면 됩니다. Movie studios. There's a great theme park plus tourist attraction called Universal Studios near LA, and that's another place people go to too, right? So there are many places people can go to enjoy themselves. And that's why LA has so many tourists come there on a regular basis. And that's why this person is saying that it's a great place to be in. It's a fun place to be in, except that the traffic can be a little heavy, right? Okay, so LA에 관련해서 여러 가지 이야기를 했는데 가장 중점적으로 좋은 것이다라고 뒷부분에 얘기한 것은 what can it be? Number 6의 답은 여러분이 sightseeing이라고 고르셨으면 될 것 같아요. 관광이죠. Sightseeing. You're going from one place to another to see scenery and also famous places. That's sightseeing. You do that when you go on trips, when you go on tours, right? So sightseeing is probably the good feature of LA. Traffic is the bad feature, probably. Okay? 자, 한번 다시 들어보겠습니다.
6.
In Los Angeles, you have to drive everywhere, and sometimes the traffic is terrible. But that's the only bad part. There are a lot of fun things to see, like Hollywood, Disneyland, and the movie studios.
Okay, well, that was a description of LA, and I think you have a better idea or picture of how these cities or what these cities are like. Okay, let's wrap it up for Let's Listen Part 1 here. 자, 여기서 Let's Listen Part 1은 일단 정리를 하고요. 여러분 나머지 부분 안 들어보신 부분 다시 한번 들어보시기 바랍니다. Okay, let's take you to section 2 of Let's Listen. 자, 두 번째 파트로 갑니다. Now this time, we're not going to be talking about many cities. We're just going to be focusing on 2 cities in Canada. So we're actually going to talk about one province, which is the Quebec province, and we're going to be talking about 2 cities, Quebec City and Montreal, which are both in Quebec province. 자, 한 사람이 퀘벡 주에 대한 이야기를 여러 가지를 하고 있었죠. 자, 앞선 여러분이 들어보시면서 오디오 강의에서 앞에 부분을 같이 좀 다뤄봤어요. I mean, just to refresh your memory, what was it about? It was a person named Dave, and he's going to Quebec next summer, the Quebec province next summer. And there he will attend a friend's wedding, a friend's wedding in Montreal. He'll stay there in Montreal for a while. He'll also visit Quebec City. Now, as you listen to, the provincial capital of Quebec province is not Montreal, but it's Quebec City. But Montreal is a bigger city. 자, 앞에서 여러분이 다 듣고 정리가 된 내용이었었죠. 자, 그러면 우리 전반부 내용에 이어지는 중반부 이야기를 한번 들어보고 뭐 문제도 몇 가지 같이 한번 살짝 다뤄봤으면 좋겠네요. 자, 중간의 부분 먼저 들어보시겠습니다.
Wow. And do you think I can get by in English? My French is okay, but not great. I know most people there speak French, but can I also use English?
Well, people speak both French and English there, but you'll hear French most of the time, and all of the street signs are in French. In fact, Montreal is the third largest French-speaking city in the world. So you'd better practice your French before you go.
Okay, now in this part, the two people are talking about what kind of language is used in Quebec province. 자, 이 퀘벡주에서 어떤 언어가 주로 사용되는지를 얘기를 하고 있습니다. 그럼 캐나다 하면 다 영어 쓸 것 같은데 그렇지 않죠? 특히 이 지역 같은 퀘벡주 같은 경우는 불어를 더 쓴다는 거 알아두시기 바랍니다. Many people in Quebec province don't speak any English at all. So many people get surprised, but it's true. That's what happens in this region. So, they're both talking about whether, I guess Dave is talking about whether he can get by in English. get by. 그냥 돌아다니다, 적응하다라는 뜻인데, 여기서는 영어로서 그냥 돌아다닐 수, 영어하면서 돌아다닐 수 있는지가 좀 궁금했다. Now he says, my French is okay, but not great. 자, 불어 어느 정도 하긴 하는데, 그렇게 잘하진 못한다. 여러분이 영어 공부 지금 많이 하시잖아요. 그럴 때, 저 영어 조금 하는데요. 그렇게 잘하진 못해요. 정말 가장 쉽게 얘기할 때, my English is okay, but not great. My English is okay, but not great. 하시면 영어 못하는 건 아닌데 그렇게 잘하는 건 아닙니다. 라고 일단 뭐 이렇게 운을 뗄 수도 있겠죠. Most of the people speak French there, and Bob explains about Quebec City in terms of language like this. He says French and English are both used in this area or region, but even most of the signs are in French. 자, 대부분의 거리 표지판들도 불어로 되어 있는 경우가 많아요. So it's very hard to get around or get by if you don't know much French. That's a fact about Quebec province, right? And in fact, Montreal, which is a large city in this region, is the third largest French-speaking city in the world. 자, 전 세계에서 불어를 사용하는 세 번째로 큰 도시다라는 얘기도 있었죠. Montreal is a big city, but it's the third largest city speaking French. 자, 프랑스에 있는 오히려 그런 도시들보다 더 크다라는 얘기가 되겠죠. 그럼 일부 도시들보다는. Now that's a fact that you wanted to listen to. So Bob recommends that Dave should practice French before he goes, right? 자, 가기 전에 불어를 조금 연습해가는 것도 나쁘지 않다. So that's what they were talking about. So let's do some wrapping up of this section. So French and English are both used, but French is even the street signs are in French, so it's good if you practice French before you go to Quebec province. And Montreal is the third largest French-speaking city in the world. 자, 거기까지 정리가 됐죠? 자, 그러면 마지막 부분까지 또 들어보겠습니다.
Oh, that's good advice. Now what about Quebec City? I'm going to visit a friend from college who lives there now. What's it like?
It's a beautiful city, very old. A lot of old buildings have been nicely restored. Some of them were built in the 17th and 18th centuries. You'll love it there.
Great. I can't wait to go.
Okay, this time they're talking about Quebec City, not Montreal, right? 자, Quebec City는 어떠냐고 이제 물어보고 있죠. Dave asks Bob about Quebec City. And Bob says, well, actually, the reason Dave is going to Quebec City is to to meet a friend from college. 자, 대학교 때 친구, what do you say? A friend from college, or a college friend. 그럼 되죠? 고등학교 친구는 a friend from high school, or a high school friend 하면 되듯이. 자, 대학교 때 친구 한 명을 퀘벡에서 만나기로 했다. 퀘벡시에서 만나기로 했다. So that's what he's doing over there. And Bob explains or describes Quebec in this way. It's a beautiful city, but it's very old. Now, the city being old means that it has a long history, right? And the buildings there are old too, but they are nicely restored. 자, 예전 건물들이 있지만 많이 복원이 잘 되어 있죠. That's one thing Bob says. Many of the buildings were built in the 17th and 18th century. 자, 17, 18세기 지은 건물들이란 것은 they're more than 200 or 300 years old. So they'll probably look very pretty and beautiful and very unique compared to other cities around the world. That's a very nice feature about Quebec City Bob is mentioning right here, right? 자, 그렇게 해서 일단 퀘벡 도시의 어떤 외관에 대해서도 얘기를 하고 있고 건축물들에 대한 언급도 잘 되고 있습니다. 자, this section is very important in that it also explains a good feature of Quebec City. 자, 다시 한번 들어보겠습니다.
Wow. And do you think I can get by in English? My French is okay, but not great. I know most people there speak French, but can I also use English?
Well, people speak both French and English there, but you'll hear French most of the time, and all of the street signs are in French. In fact, Montreal is the third largest French-speaking city in the world. So you'd better practice your French before you go.
Oh, that's good advice. Now what about Quebec City? I'm going to visit a friend from college who lives there now. What's it like?
It's a beautiful city, very old. A lot of old buildings have been nicely restored. Some of them were built in the 17th and 18th centuries. You'll love it there.
Great. I can't wait to go.
Okay, now I'm sure you have a better understanding of what Quebec province is like and what Quebec City and Montreal is like too, right? 자, 조금 더 이 지역이 어떤 지역인지 이해가 잘 됐네요. 다음에 혹시 방문할 기회가 있으시면 these things will probably help you get around or get by in this area, right? Okay, let's wrap it up for Let's Listen Part 2. Let's take it to Section 3. 자, 세 번째 파트로 한번 가보겠습니다. 자, 여기서는 in this section, people are talking about good experiences they had in different cities. 자, 여러 도시에서 있었던 좋은 경험들에서도 얘기하고 있지만, of course, they also talk about some unfortunate events that occurred during their vacations or trips. 좀 안 좋았었던 일도 동시에 얘기를 하고 있습니다. 자, 각각의 사람들이 어떤 일들에 대해서 이야기를 하고 있는지 우리가 잘 들었어야 되는 자, 그런 상황이었었죠. Now, there were 6 cities once again. Number 1 was Mexico City. Number 2 was a city in Thailand. Number 3 was a city in Greece. Number 4 was a city in Hawaii. Number 5 was London itself. Number 6 was Tokyo in Japan. Right? 자, 총 6개 중에서 let's pick 2 of them. Number 1, Mexico City, and number 6, Tokyo. And listen once again what these people are talking about. 자, 1번 들어보시겠습니다.
1.
I went to Mexico City for the first time last summer, and I managed to use my Spanish every day. I mean, I still had to use my Spanish-English dictionary a lot, but I was really proud of myself. The only bad experience I had there was when someone stole my purse while I was having lunch in a restaurant. Next time, I'll watch my purse more carefully.
Ah, that was unfortunate. She lost her purse, right? 자, 누가 핸드백을 훔쳐갔죠? 자, 이런 일도 있었네요. 자, 처음부터 정리를 하죠. Where did she go? She went to where? Mexico City, which is in Mexico, of course. And then she went there for the first time last summer. So it was her first visit. She went for the first time last summer. And she managed to use Spanish every day. Now, Spanish and English are very similar. It's very easy to learn for English-speaking people to learn Spanish. It's not very difficult to learn. Same as Japanese. Koreans have an easier time learning Japanese than to learn English, right? Same as that goes for English and Spanish for those people. So, she managed to use Spanish every day. She had to use a dictionary, but most of the times she was able to communicate in Spanish, and she was proud of herself. Why? Because Spanish is probably a second language, a foreign language to her, and it wasn't easy to get around in Spanish before, but she was able to do that in Mexico City. Great. Good for her, right? Now, the only bad experience she had was that someone stole her purse. 자, 중간에 the only bad experience I had there was when someone stole my purse while I was having lunch. 자, 점심 먹고 있는데 아니 이게 웬일입니까? 점심값을 내려가는데 손가방이 없어진 거죠. This is a dumbfounding event. This is a crazy event. If you go overseas on a trip and somebody steals your baggage or your purse or your wallet, what are you supposed to do? You don't have any money, which is a crazy thing to happen, right? You don't want that to happen, so you have to be very careful, especially at the airport and some places that you move around. Anyway, she lost her purse. Somebody stole it. So she says, next time she's going to be more careful when it comes to her belongings or things that she has in her hands. 자, 다음번에 좀 더 조심하겠다. I'll watch my purse more carefully next time. 이라고 얘기가 되어 있었죠. 자, 어쨌든 여기서 what did she lose? She lost her purse. So that was the bad experience she had. And the good experience she had was that she was able to use French. No. Spanish. I'm sorry. Spanish throughout her trip in Mexico City. 자, 여기서 한 가지만 여러분한테 정리를 해드리고 싶은 게 있어요. 자, 우리가 예전에 중고등학교 때 영어 배울 때 자, 이 두 단어의 차이. 뭐 purse 하면 여성 지갑, wallet 하면 남성 지갑 이렇게 얼핏 외웠던 분들도 있으실 겁니다. 특히 나이가 많으신 분일수록 예전에 이렇게 막 구분을 했었던 적이 있었는데 사실 전혀 맞지 않는 자, 그런 해석입니다. purse라고 하면 우리나라 말에서 사람들이 우리나라 말의 그 핸드백, 손가방에 더 가까운 여성들의 작은 핸드백 정도를 purse, 물론 이제 큰 가방은 bag이라고 할 텐데 작은 이렇게 여러분이 뭐 끈 달려서 이렇게 여성들이 들고 다니는 걸 that's called a purse normally. 그렇죠? 그래서 여성들이 갖고 다니는 지갑, 꼭 이렇게 purse라고 부르지 않고 그렇게 부릅니다. wallet 같은 경우는 말 그대로 지갑이에요. 여성 지갑이든 남성 지갑이든 무조건 지갑은 wallet. purse는 여성들이 이렇게 끈에 달려서 들고 다니는 혹은 손에 이렇게 들고 다니는 작은 손가방. That's a purse. 여러분이 이렇게 헷갈리지 마시기 바랍니다. 뭐 여성 지갑, 남성 지갑이 아니라 wallets can be used by both men and women. Men never carry purses. 남자분이 이렇게 손가방 가지고 다니시는 거 보신 적 있으세요? It's not a purse. 자, only women carry. Normally women carry purses. 자, 그렇게 구분을 해주시기 바랍니다. 자, 그렇게 해서 일단 첫 번째 멕시코 시티에 관련된 거 다시 한번 들어보겠습니다.
1.
I went to Mexico City for the first time last summer, and I managed to use my Spanish every day. I mean, I still had to use my Spanish-English dictionary a lot, but I was really proud of myself. The only bad experience I had there was when someone stole my purse while I was having lunch in a restaurant. Next time, I'll watch my purse more carefully.
Okay, that was number 1. This time let's go on to number 6, which is a description or some kind of experience this person had in Tokyo, Japan. 자, 6번 들어보시죠.
6.
I just came back from a vacation in Tokyo. I did just about everything. I even went to Tokyo Disneyland. In fact, I had such a good time there that I went back again the next day. One thing I didn't realize, however, was how cold Tokyo can be in the winter. I didn't take enough warm clothing with me and I caught a terrible cold. If I ever go back there, I'm going to take a sweater.
Oh, that was too bad, right? She had a good time in Tokyo, but she fell sick. Why? She caught a cold. She caught a very bad cold. 자, 독감에 걸려서 고생을 여행 중에 했었죠. 자, 여행 중에 몸이 아프면 참 고생이 아닐 수 없겠습니다. Anyway, where did she go to? She went to, of course, Tokyo. She just came back from a vacation in Tokyo, actually, right? Now, her favorite place in Tokyo was where? Tokyo Disneyland. There's a Disneyland in Tokyo, right? I'm sure there's many Disneylands around the world. There will be more, actually. One is in Hong Kong, actually, too. That was one that was newly built. So, she went to Tokyo Disneyland, but she liked it so much. She had a great time. She had a good time there. She went back the next day. She says, I went back again the next day. 자, 하루 디즈니랜드 갔다 그 다음날 너무 재밌어서 또 갔다. Well, Disneylands are huge. It's very hard to get around in one day. So many people go to Disneyland for 2 or 3 days sometimes to see what it has to offer, right? So she went there for 2 days. So she had a great time in Disneyland, a theme park, an amusement park, right? But what was the problem? The weather. 날씨가 문제였었죠. She didn't realize how cold Tokyo can get. 자, 도쿄도 얼마나 추워질 수 있는지 미처 몰랐다. She didn't realize how cold it can get in the winter. 자, 겨울이었기 때문에 그만큼 추웠다는 얘기죠. That's why she caught a cold. Now, she wasn't wearing warm clothes. She said, 이렇게 얘기했죠. I didn't take enough warm clothing. Warm clothing. 따뜻한 옷까지. She didn't take warm clothing. I didn't take enough warm clothing with me and caught a terrible cold. 자, catch a cold 아시잖아요. 자, 뭐 끔찍한 독감에 걸렸다는 얘기죠. If I ever go back there, I'm going to take a sweater. 자, 다시 가게 된다면 스웨터를 입을 것이다. 스웨터를 꼭 가져갈 것이다 라고 얘기를 하고 있죠. So, she wants to take warmer clothes next time she visits Tokyo. I'm sure she will because she really enjoyed her time in Tokyo. It's just that the weather was unexpectedly too cold for her. She wasn't expecting that kind of low temperature, right? So, Tokyo is great in the sense that she enjoyed her time, but next time she'll probably be sure to take more warm clothes, right? 자, 그렇게 해서 도쿄에 관련된 얘기 다시 한번 들어보시겠습니다.
6.
I just came back from a vacation in Tokyo. I did just about everything. I even went to Tokyo Disneyland. In fact, I had such a good time there that I went back again the next day. One thing I didn't realize, however, was how cold Tokyo can be in the winter. I didn't take enough warm clothing with me and I caught a terrible cold. If I ever go back there, I'm going to take a sweater.
Okay, how was everything in this unit, everybody? I hope you had a good time listening to various conversations and descriptions of many cities around the world. Okay, well, that's it for today. I'll see you in our next unit. Goodbye, everyone.